Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, Coach Rob is going to bring out something that's going to focus me while we rally and play. Hopefully he doesn't string me up. Stay tuned. Coach Rob.
What's up, Harry?
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good. What's going on with the pole and the line here?
This is the rope zone.
Rope zone?
Rope zone, I think is what it was called way back in the day. I've had it forever. We've got the little bungee cord going.
Huh.
Got the little extender sticks.
It's like we're
slide
going
it up
fishing
and down.
today.
You know?
Oh, there's a hook.
Let's go see what we catch, right?
All right, so
What do you think the idea is behind it?
you're gonna hang me.
Well, if you keep looking up, and I have to keep watching you look up when you hit the ball, maybe, but, you know.
I might look up now because it's gonna distract me a little
It could,
bit.
or it could just keep you head down because you already know there's some object in the front of you. But we'll find out.
So what's the object of the game here?
All right, so if you got a deep ball,
Uh-huh.
right, past the service line,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even past the blue line,
Mm-hmm.
where do you think you should hit it? Over the rope or below the rope?
Over the rope for clearance.
Over the rope. Yeah, we're talking rallying here. We're not
Right.
talking passing shots, or if we're just rallying,
Right.
your shot should hopefully go over the rope.
Right. Just to make sure I clear the net.
Correct,
Mhm.
correct. And we have it set up so it's about a racket length, a little bit less than a racket length over the rope.
Okay.
We can make it higher, we can make it, but this is pretty good for starting.
So I know for a fact that if I'm back there, like doing cross courts, that I should have, plenty of clearance over.
Right. We're rallying down the middle, keep it over the rope, keep your ball landing deep. If I were to hit you a short ball, hopefully then you would be coming up and hitting it below the rope.
Got
Because
it.
if you got a short ball and you hit it over the rope, you're probably sending it into the
Out.
green.
Yes.
Correct.
So anything past the service line, over the rope.
Yep.
Anything inside the service line, under the rope.
Right. That works.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see if you can do it.
This is true. Yeah. Any kind of pattern you want me to do?
How about, why don't we try rallying?
Okay. All right.
Let's start with that.
Okay. We just covered the ground strokes. What else are we doing?
Well, you can also use the rope zone for serving. Give or take your skill level on your serve. The idea is if you were hitting first serves, you'd be aiming below the rope.
Okay.
And if you're hitting a second serve, probably a kick serve or something with some spin, you're aiming to go over the rope.
Got it. Want to show me some?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, so Coach Rob, you showed me the magic of the rope.
Yes.
It's time to hang me now.
After watching those serves, I think we could actually use that for some of your ball tosses that got kind of squirrely on you.
Yeah, it's sticky fingers today.
It must have been, yes. So I had already warmed up a little bit and had been playing a little bit today, so I was hitting some serves. I know you hadn't hit a whole lot of serves, so It was a little bit easier, but having a target of height over the net really helps. Obviously, you also want targets of where you're trying to serve it, but getting the ball over the rope on the second serve keeps it deep in the box and harder for your opponent to attack you. The first serve, obviously, you're aiming lower. You're going to be hitting a flatter or a slice serve or something that if you hit a first serve over the rope, it is not going in the square.
Got it.
So.
Got it. If somebody wants to jerry rig something like this, how easy or hard is it?
Right. So it's a good question. I actually have one of our high school students sometimes comes out and he's got a couple posts.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically like poles like this, and then they took the yellow caution tape.
Oh yeah.
And they strung up the caution tape across it just like this, and they improvised and made their own little rope zone.
Right, so you don't really need like a rope with hooks on it and a pole.
Yeah, this was something that was advertised years ago. I mean, I've probably had it for 15, 18 years. And I'm surprised it still works every time I bring it out. But the bungee cord's still good, the poles still work. I remember when we first got it, it actually had bungee cords that attached and went down.
Oh.
So you had to hit through a certain like window.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were doing passing shots, you could have it, one window here,
right,
something here, and you had to hit your shots
down the line.
Yep. Yeah. So where those bungee cords went, couldn't tell you, but.
So you could actually just use a string, and you can find maybe coat hangers or something like that you can, so that's something that'll stay stiff. You could just make something similar to this.
Right.
So the point of this is just concentration, just making sure you have a target, you have something to aim at. You have a
target over the net.
Right, and you have a goal.
Yes.
Right, of what you need to do.
Right.
So it gives you focus.
Right. And like when we warmed up, we were rallying. A lot of times when we rally, we may not hit that many balls in a row. Mm-hmm. But there we were able to keep the ball in play. We were able to keep it over the service line. We weren't hitting it too hard because we were just warming up. And then usually as you go, you start getting warm. You're hitting it harder. You start bringing your level of net clearance a little bit lower as you start ratcheting it up.
Sure. Like even when we rallied, it made me concentrate a little harder, just to make sure I spun the ball, over the rope.
And you were using your legs more.
Right.
Because you're like, hey, I got to hit this thing higher than maybe I would normally do.
Right. Actually, I didn't even notice that, but yes, thank you.
Sure.
And we actually kept the ball going for a longer period of time,
right,
versus when I just come out and we just do our own regular
right.
thing.
Correct. Yes. And, you can adjust it. The poles slide up or down depending on how high you want to go over the net. But like I said, we're usually about a racket length, give or take.
Right.
As a good starting point.
Right. Oh, great. Thank you, Coach Rob. Maybe
sure.
we might utilize this a lot more just to, make me more focused.
There we go. Yeah, that'd be great.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Coach Rob.
What's up, Harry?
New toy?
New toy.
What are we doing?
Well, we've been hitting and you keep telling me how flat a ball I hit, so I thought I better get some topspin in get my little more roll to my shots.
The coach is getting fed some balls by, what is this thing?
Fast track tennis, Harry.
Wow.
I can come in, I can hit volleys, I can work on my drop shot since we've been watching so much clay. Come around and go backhand. You can come to the net, hit a forehand.
FastTrackTennis.com is the way to get your own. Link is below. You could literally be hitting this all day long.
Till the power runs out or you hit all the balls over the fence.
Or until you get some topspin.